So Texas Democrats, I mean, they really found a way to outsmart Greg Abbott and expose his absolutely, I don't know, stunning fraud, waste, and abuse. After they left the state to block his corrupt redistricting power grab, he's apparently so rattled that he's like sending state troopers to watch their families back home. Let's watch the full clip and then I'll give you my thoughts at the end.
Any questions?
Well, I have two. Can I ask one on topic first? Just can you guys give us a sense of your timeline? You know, how long you've been on being here, if there's any sense of any resolution coming forward? I know it's been
So in Texas, after the 140 days regular session, the governor can call us back. He has called us back for 30 days. We intend to kill the first called special session. So August 19th is when that ends.
So that's when you plan on going back?
That's when negotiations open up again. That's when the session's over. That's when the special session ends. So we hope that the governor will start putting flood victims before political power grabs if he does call another special.
He said he'll do special session after special session after special session. Are you able to withstand all of that financially and emotionally? You all have families at home.
We're going to continue using all of our tools.
I want to be clear. We have said from the beginning, our objective here is to deal with the corruption of this special session. We're hoping that the next special session does not also have to be corrupt. And that is entirely upon Governor Abbott and the Republican leadership of that state. The people of the state of Texas have been crystal clear, including Republicans. They do not support what they are doing. They do not support them rigging the system. They do not support them lying, cheating, and stealing. Even Republicans want things to be fair. They want people to follow the rules. We have laid out the case of why Governor Abbott needs to listen to the people of the state of Texas. If he does not, if he simply calls another special session to do things that are selfish, things that are for him, things for his buddies, that's up to him. We can't make him be a better leader, but we can always hope.
So if he separates that bill, the flooding from the redistricting, will that prompt you to go back?
We have said point blank, time after time after time, that if Governor Abbott says we will take care of the people of the state of Texas first, if he makes that commitment today, we'll be back. All we want him to do is actually listen to the people and do what they ask. That's it.
About the financial piece of it, if I may, real quick, when we're talking about the financial piece of what's happening right now, keep in mind that it costs a lot of money to call a special session. But what also costs a lot of money is sending 4 unmarked officers, agents to my home, where you know I have special needs children and a husband who has PTSD, and you know I'm not in the state, but you're gonna exacerbate our resources of an already taxed law enforcement agency to go and do this performable theater of tax-funded waste. This is fraud, waste, and abuse in its purest form, and that needs to stop immediately.
Can you all raise your hand if you've heard that your families are being watched by
Everybody.
law enforcement?
Everybody.
So
I've already had state troopers at my home this morning. This morning
Multiple days in a row.
and last night.
Senator, if we may ask an off-topic question.
Okay, so let's be clear about the tool the Democrats are using here, right? Breaking quorum, it isn't an act of anarchy. It's like a constitutional last resort. It's a mechanism built into the system for a minority party to halt the legislative process when a supermajority is just ramming through extreme legislation without any negotiation. By physically removing themselves, they deny the majority the legal capacity to vote, forcing a pause. I mean, in a healthy democracy, this moment would trigger negotiation and compromise, you know? But in the current Texas political climate, it triggered threats of arrest and state-sponsored surveillance. And the issue at the heart of this whole thing is gerrymandering. But it's really crucial to understand the specific context in Texas. For years, for years and years, the state's demographic growth has been overwhelmingly driven by minority communities, particularly Latino citizens. So, in a fairly drawn system, this would naturally lead to a shift in political power. Instead, the Texas GOP has repeatedly used the redistricting process to surgically crack and pack these communities. Literally splitting their neighborhoods into multiple districts to dilute their vote, or concentrating them into as few districts as possible to waste their voting power. It's just what Governor Abbott is pushing for isn't just a map. It's a calculated effort to defy demographic reality and disenfranchise the very citizens driving the state's growth. It's pretty sick, honestly. This reveals Governor Abbott's fundamental motivation: the preservation of power at any cost. The Republican Party in Texas, they understand that its policy platform is becoming increasingly misaligned with the state's changing electorate. So they're faced with a choice, right? Either moderate their policies to win over new voters or rig the system to make those voters irrelevant, and they have unequivocally chosen the latter. This special session it's basically an admission that they can no longer reliably win on the merits of their ideas in a fair and open contest, so they have to instead redesign the contest itself. The weaponization of the Texas Department of Public Safety. The state troopers is perhaps the most alarming aspect of this entire affair. It's just when a ruling party begins to view the instruments of the state law enforcement, the courts, the bureaucracy, all of it as its own personal enforcement arm, it represents a critical blow to the rule of law. It erodes public trust not only in the government but in the neutrality of law enforcement itself, doesn't it? The officers sent to these homes are being used as political props in what one lawmaker accurately called, performal theater, a taxpayer-funded operation to harass political rivals. Just wow. And there's just a staggering hypocrisy at play here. The Republican Party platform is built on the rhetoric of, limited government, fiscal responsibility, and personal freedom. Yet this situation shows a governor using the absolute maximum power of the state government to crush political opposition, wasting untold thousands of taxpayer dollars on special sessions and police overtime for partisan gain, and directly infringing upon the peace and security of his opponents' families. Their supposed principles are, completely abandoned the moment they become inconvenient to their hold on power. You have to think about the stakes here, too. The stakes of this conflict extend far beyond Texas. As one of the most populous states, Texas's congressional district map has a huge impact on the balance of power in the United States House of Representatives. A successfully gerrymandered map in Texas can effectively predetermine the outcome of half a dozen congressional seats, potentially deciding which party controls the entire national legislative agenda. So the Democrats' drastic action, it kind of reflects this national reality. They are attempting to prevent a state-level power grab that would have profound consequences for the whole country. Ultimately, this situation paints a grim picture of a political party that has become fundamentally anti-democratic. It has traded the art of persuasion for the tools of coercion. The conflict is no longer about competing policy visions for the future of Texas. It has become a foundational struggle between those trying to uphold the principle of representative democracy, where the will of the people actually matters, and a ruling faction determined to construct a system where it can never, ever lose, no matter what the voters want. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. While you're down there, hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.